Like, this clip getting shown again, and it's just, in my opinion, is completely unacceptable. It is completely unacceptable. Like, if a coach did this to any other player in the league, they'd be fired. Or they'd at least be questionable in being fired.
This clip of one of the assistant coaches chasing Caitlin Clark down as she's riling up the crowd. And it seems like she's getting scolded, reprimanded, told, hey, all that hyping up, don't do that. Don't do it. Let's take a look here first. Now here we go. Body language doctor. Body language doctor is out and about. Caitlin Clark's like, what the hell is...
Picture this, Indiana's golden ticket. The woman filling arenas, breaking records, and selling out merch, just did what she does best. Lit up the floor, electrified the crowd, and made the Fever look like a real franchise. Then out of nowhere, her coach decides that's too much excitement for one afternoon and * literally yanks her off the court * like a dog on a leash sniffing the wrong hydrant. The internet, instantly on fire. Clips went viral. Fans are calling it foul. Was it strategy? Was it personal? Or was it just another move from the old guard trying to dim the brightest light this team, maybe this league, has ever seen? If you ride for Caitlin and you're tired of outdated thinking holding her back, drop a comment. **** Unleash Caitlin. Let her cook. ****.
Everybody online is talking about this play during one of the games where, as you're going to see, one of the coaches for the Indiana Fever just went and pretty much almost tackled Caitlin Clark for getting the crowd riled up. And it's why is she doing it? And I want to say that's this lady right here, Karima Christmas Kelly, one of the assistant coaches. And as you see right there, she just seemed to have went and grabbed the Caitlin Clark as Caitlin Clark was trying to get the team, the crowd amped up.
Let's be honest, this wasn't a split-second mix-up. Caitlin Clark's expression said it all. Baffled, blindsided, and that now familiar wait, what, look creeping in again, not hurt. Not heated. Just the quiet shock of realizing that even celebrating a big moment needs approval in Indiana. This is Caitlin Clark, the player who is the moment. The one who made pointing to the rafters, waving off trash talk, and playing with flair part of the game's new language. The one who brought joy and swagger to a sport that's been begging for a spotlight, and now? The very organization riding her wave is all but telling her, dial it back. Think about that.
So look, I don't think it's any secret that I'm not a fan of the Indiana Fever backroom staff. I'm not a fan of what they're trying to do to Caitlin Clark, and I fully believe they're trying to dim the flame of Caitlin, and they're trying to make her fit in to what the WNBA used to be, rather than fit out and be her. I mean that. Like, that is my opinion, and there's no question about it.
And let's not kid ourselves. This isn't some one-off moment. It's just the latest brick in a wall of awkward, controlling, borderline insecure decisions this franchise keeps stacking around their once-in-a-generation talent. From the moment Caitlin Clark was drafted, it's felt like the Fever were more eager to showcase their team-first culture, than to celebrate the fact they landed the player who's quite literally propping up the league's relevance. They've confused micromanaging with mentorship, like they think keeping her grounded means clipping her wings. Instead of handing Clark the keys to the Ferrari they just drove off the lot with, they've put her on a moped and are scolding her about the speed limit.
Has gotten to the point where she realizes if she gives the ball to Natasha Howard, not only is she not going to get the ball back, but Natasha Howard isn't even going to look in her direction. We have officially reached...
Just look at what she's already delivered. Packed arenas in every city, jerseys flying off shelves, and media buzz this franchise couldn't buy in a decade. Any forward-thinking organization would be laying down a gold-paved runway, celebrating every step she takes, but instead, the Fever are acting like she's some entry-level employee who needs to be reminded not to shine too brightly in front of the higher-ups. Caitlin's fire, her flair, that electric energy she brings, you don't stifle that with some dusty rulebook on professional conduct. You asterisk elevate asterisk it. You asterisk honor asterisk it. That statue material, not something to manage with a leash.
Hits a step back three on JC Sheldon. And she goes, the whole crowd's going nuts. And she comes, and she's getting subbed off, by the way, at this stage. She's getting subbed off for the game. She doesn't go back in the game at this stage. So it's not like it's a close game. They're up 20. She does not see the floor again. Caitlin Clark is there hyping up the crowd. She's there trying to hype up the crowd. Exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. You want to see this version of Caitlin. You want to see this player. And watch what happens here. So the coach just grabs her. Just grabs her out of nowhere.
And let's not overlook the management side of this cringe parade. It's like they stumbled into a marketing goldmine, then immediately freaked out that their new franchise face might be *2 popular. Too central to why fans are watching this. Oh, what's the master plan? Cut her minutes. Bench her during key stretches. And now, literally pull her out of her own highlight moment. They're treating a player who should already have a statue outside the arena like she's some overeager benchwarmer who forgot she's not supposed to enjoy the spotlight. Just watch how it's playing out on the court. Suspiciously early rest breaks, teammates suddenly forgetting how passing works when she's wide open. And now a coach physically stopping her from sharing a moment with the fans. That's not structure. It's control. That's not mentorship. It's low-key sabotage dressed up in matching polos and forced smiles.
That is transpiring with the Indiana Fever, but I said this yesterday, there is definitely something going on within the locker room, the front office. Something is off, man. This is the third situation in one game we have had involving Caitlin Clark and the coaching staff and pretty much another player. We had the Natasha Howard situation where Caitlin Clark bent down to tie her shoe up because she knew Natasha Howard wasn't even going to pass her the damn ball. And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the Natasha Howard.
You know what's truly wild? Caitlin's not out here acting like a diva or demanding superstar treatment. All she's done since touching down in Indiana is show up drop historic numbers, handle relentless scrutiny with poise, and single-handedly elevate the Fever from league afterthought to national headline. And yet, the vibe from inside her own locker room? Like they're more worried about her becoming *2 big for their brand than actually trying to win basketball games. You can see the wear and tear, not on the stat sheet, but in the subtle cracks. The joy's still there, but it's thinner now. The signature Clark smile still flashes, but watch closely. When she's subbed out for no clear reason. When teammates ignore her wide open on the wing. When a coach grabs her mid-celebration like she's out of line for connecting with fans. There's a flicker, a micro-expression, that says, why am I even here if I can't be me? It's the kind of silent gut punch only real hoopers notice. A competitor's spirit, slowly getting bruised, not by rivals, but by the very people who should be her fiercest supporters.
Last season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark was 26.5% of all economic activity. As a rookie, merchandise in the league went up 234%. But here was the one that struck me. Before she got there, the Indiana Fever, the valuation of the franchise was $90 million. After playing, 40 games, the valuation of that team now is $340 million. I don't think it's a game you duplicate. There is no second Steph Curry. There is no other player that plays like that. She could be $1 billion athlete. Like, when I see these numbers, I'm like, oh, this is...
Which brings us to the uncomfortable truth bubbling just beneath the surface. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about narrative control star. Caitlin Clark is a white woman taking over a league that, for years, didn't envision someone who looks like her as the face of its future. She's not leaning into identity debates. She's not manufacturing an underdog arc. She's just hooping electrifying arenas, breaking records, and dragging her team toward relevance. And for some corners of the old WNBA guard, that's a threat. Her talent, her visibility, her mass market appeal, it doesn't fit the long-established storyline. And instead of embracing the best thing to ever happen to the league's exposure, there's this subtle, and sometimes not so subtle, effort to shrink her down. To humble her. To remind her, in small gestures or big moments, that she's not supposed to be rewriting the script this fast. Let's be clear, fans see it. They see the missed passes, the awkward spacing, the icy glances, the frustration behind those tight-lipped post-game answers. They see her get ghosted on backdoor cuts like passing to her is somehow optional. And they definitely saw the moment her coach physically yanked her mid-celebration, now viral and meme-worthy, like she was a kid about to run into traffic. The excuses aren't cutting it anymore. The problem isn't Caitlin Clark. The problem is everyone still trying to figure out what to do with Caitlin Clark.
Has been knocked on her ass. She's been knocked on her ass. She's been cheap-shotted. She's been poked in the eye. Everything. They have beat the Connecticut Sun. This is a month ago nearly. The Connecticut Sun beat the crap out of her. Absolutely beat the crap out of each other.
Because let's be clear, this isn't some ego case we're talking about. Caitlin Clark has been the picture of consistency and professionalism from day one. Head down, game tight, eyes on the basket, carrying the weight of an entire league's expectations. Pressure she never asked for, yet handles with grace and grit like she was built for it. She's brought more eyeballs to WNBA broadcasts in a few months than some franchises have managed in decades. She's packed arenas from coast to coast, turned casual viewers into season ticket holders, and forced national sports media to finally give women's basketball its due airtime. And how does her own organization repay that? By treating her like a liability, someone to contain, not celebrate. Imagine being in that marketing meeting. Hey, what if instead of leaning into the once-in-a-generation superstar we lucked into, we choke the life out of her brand and make everyone uncomfortable in the process? Genius, right? If the Fever keep walking this tightrope, more concerned with keeping Caitlin Clark in line than unleashing what she brings to the court and the culture, don't be surprised when she eventually shrugs, packs up, and dips. And when that day comes, half the league will be waiting with blank checks, private jets, and a red carpet with her name on it. Because this isn't a coaching quirk or a rough learning curve. This is a textbook case of how to fumble generational talent so badly that it ends up as a full-blown sports doc. The cautionary tale of how Indiana lost everything by trying to dim the brightest light they ever had.
Has this coach been reprimanded, suspended, fired? This is really terrible behavior. What is happening behind the scenes? If the WNBA wants to do an investigation, they might want to look into the Fever staff treatment of Caitlin Clark. And you see right here, women are equal, correct? We all know the story. This would be if there were a male coach, why the double standard? Fire her. Coach's posture is interesting. I remember seeing it live and thought it was weird.
Just think about everything Caitlin Clark's already had to navigate. Nike stumbled out of the gate with her signature shoe, dragging their feet like they were crowdsourcing the laces on Kickstarter. The league stood by as she took hit after hit from opposing players, letting cheap shots slide under the tired excuse of toughening her up. And now, the very franchise she pulled out of irrelevance seems more focused on shrinking her light than letting it shine. That mid-game celebration grab? Sure, it was physical. But more than that, it was symbolic, a perfect, cringeworthy snapshot of the old guard desperately trying to yank Caitlin back into the shadows she was born to outrun. So yeah, fans are pissed, and rightfully so. They've watched her drag a forgotten franchise into the spotlight, ignite national interest, and force networks to air Fever games in primetime. And the reward? A lecture on humility and a chokehold on her freedom to be her self-star. Meanwhile, we're all supposed to trust the process, as if the process doesn't currently resemble a clown car on fire, wheels spinning off in every direction. Sorry, but you don't land a once-in-a-generation superstar just to treat her like a summer camp intern running drills. Miss us with that. Either the Fever figure out how to nurture what they've been gifted, or they can sit back and watch as Caitlin, and every dollar she brings with her, walks right out the door.
Word on the street is CC told Stephanie White to sit Kelsey Mitchell and Howard because they don't pass. Could be true. CC went to tie her shoe after passing to Howard on a play. LOL.
And it is clear that there is a philosophical rift in the...
Let's not sugarcoat it. Indiana is speed running the manual on how to lose a superstar in under a month. If this were a rom-com, Caitlin Clark would be standing in the doorway with her suitcase, misty-eyed, while some melancholy Kelly Clarkson ballad plays in the background about broken trust and wasted potential. That signature swagger, the logo threes, the finger-point confidence, the shout to the crowd energy, it's fading. Not because she's struggling to adjust to the pros, but because the franchise that should be fueling her fire is out here snuffing it out. Watching the Fever try to dull Caitlin Clark's brilliance is like watching someone scrub the glitter off a unicorn because it's too flashy for the barn. And from a business standpoint, it's downright insane. There's not a spreadsheet, market analysis, or PowerPoint pitch on earth that would recommend muffling your biggest brand asset. Caitlin Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's a living, breathing spike in ratings, ticket sales, merch, and media coverage. And she's doing it with a jump shot and a smile that used to light up entire arenas. Now, that smile's rare. Because what's she really working with? A shaky locker room. A coach who acts like she's radioactive. Teammates who treat passing to her like it's a financial risk. Every game feels like a group project gone wrong, where she's watching her grade get tanked by people who seem more annoyed by her excellence than inspired by it. And heaven forbid she show a flicker of joy, then she's yanked back like a kid trying to grab a cookie before dinner. The message couldn't be clearer. Be less Caitlin. And if that message keeps ringing loud, don't be shocked when she decides to take everything. The talent, the fans, the spotlight, and walk away.
Caitlin Clark getting basically wrecked. This is one of the worst decisions that I have ever seen any league engage in. Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw for a team sport in my life relative to the audience that would be fans of the sport without her. Bigger than Michael Jordan was for the NBA, bigger than any NFL star has ever been. All of those sports were very popular before those athletes got there. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose. Every game she is dropping golden eggs, and they are trying to strangle the golden goose to death. It's one of the dumbest things.
It's genuinely mind-blowing that a league desperate for attention would fumble this hard. The WNBA finally lands its ratings juggernaut, a once-in-a-generation talent pulling in millions of new eyes, and instead of giving her the spotlight she's earned, they hand her a manual titled How to Not Offend the Status Quo. She's scrutinized for every grin, every gesture, every ounce of emotion, expected to dominate on the court without stepping on a single ego along the way, and now? You can see the toll. The fire's still there, but it's dimmed, replaced by a quiet weariness that says she's fighting more than just full-court presses. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just navigating defenders. She's dodging a league suddenly nervous about her shine, wrapped in a mess of internal politics, bruised pride, and mentorship that feels a lot more like control. And yeah, it's starting to show.
I'm all for the veteran players, but at the end of the day, did we all forget that this is Caitlin's team? Like, did y'all just throw that whole situation out the window? Number 1 draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs? Bruh, what is we doing here, dog? I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they tripping, man, at this point in time. I mean, I want to see the Caitlin we seen at Iowa. What happened to the Iowa CC? The greatness. I mean, bruh, we haven't seen the Logo 3 in...
And if you want to start the trade rumors, go right ahead. Because honestly, the only thing sadder than watching Caitlin Clark get benched in the name of some forced team development arc is knowing there are franchises out there salivating at the idea of building around her. She's not flawless, no one is. She takes deep, risky shots. She's bold. She'll talk her talk. But that's what makes her a comet. That's the whole point. Indiana clearly doesn't get it. Maybe another team will. A team that understands once in a generation means you hand over the keys, get out of the way, and enjoy the fireworks. Here's the hard truth. You cannot strip away what makes Caitlin Clark and still expect magic. You can't box her into some outdated respect the hierarchy, wait your turn, stay humble mold and then act shocked when the Logo 3s and no-look dimes stop coming. Fearlessness, that brash edge, is the show. Trying to sand it down? That's not just short-sighted. It's expensive. Every time she watches a teammate brick a wide-open look instead of getting her the ball, that's not just a missed highlight, it's a chip off her confidence, dying in real time. She came into this league with more momentum than any rookie ever. Broke 62 records. Made all WNBA first team in her debut season. Now, she's standing around looking like she's questioning her life choices. And let's be clear, this isn't just a rookie adjustment. This is an entire system too stuck in its old ways to handle the storm it asked for.
Caitlin Clark, this is for Caitlin. If you're not Caitlin, keep it pushing. Okay, this is for Caitlin only. Caitlin, what I'm about to tell you as a supporter of yours, as a fan of yours that has been watching you since Iowa, I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. The WNBA, it's time to wrap that shit up. Okay, it's time to go. Pack your shit up. Let's go. I don't want this for you no more. Okay, I've been here. I don't want this for you no more. It's too much. Too much expectation. It's all about race. It's too biased.
The Fever, and the WNBA at large, had one simple job: lean all the way in. Let her lead. Let her electrify the league. Let her raise the bar so high that everyone else either levels up or steps aside. But instead, we've seen passive-aggressive rotations, forced humility drills, questionable game plans. And now, they're literally pulling her back when she dares to have too much fun. Or here's the twist they didn't see coming. Caitlin Clark is still here. Still smiling, even if the spark's dimmer. Still torching defenses, even if she has to drag them to the rim herself. And somewhere out there, a front office is watching all of this unfold, and making moves. Because they get it. They see what she brings. And they know. Caitlin Clark doesn't need Indiana. But Indiana without Caitlin? They'd sink right back into that forgotten corner of irrelevance where she first found them. If you're with Caitlin, and done with the old guard, drop a comment. Unleash Caitlin. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Click the video on your screen, and we'll see you in the next one.